A killer is still at large. German police are scouring the country for a Tunisian asylum seeker whose wallet was reportedly found in the cab of the big rig that slammed into a busy Christmas market in the German capital, killing 12 people and injuring dozens more. Senior Foreign Affairs correspondent Greg Palkut is in Berlin and joins us live. Greg, what can you tell us?
Megan, breaking developments in the last couple of minutes. Yes, the authorities here are scouring the country, and they say they're even scouring the continent of Europe for a man they brand as armed and dangerous. And yes, they're now formally naming him and releasing pictures of him. German officials say they're looking for a Tunisian man in his early 20s. One of his names that he goes by is Anis Amri. He came to Germany last year in that big wave of immigrants. He was turned down for asylum earlier this year, but due to bureaucratic snafus, he stayed in the country. And all that time, he was on, believe it or not, a danger watch list. He was considered a terror threat. He even had contacts with what was called the chief ISIS recruiter in Germany. And he even was arrested this past summer for forged documents and then let go. And then, in the past month or so, he went underground. He sought a weapon, it is reported, and apparently, possibly, did this crime. Again, this is just after yesterday we heard from ISIS claiming that the man responsible for this heinous act is a soldier of the so-called Islamic State. Again, if this lead proves correct, the fact that he was a part of some 1 million refugees the German Chancellor Angela Merkel decided to allow into this country last year is not good political news for her. She is under an incredible amount of heat, more of it coming today from a number of leading politicians demanding a change in the immigration policy, which they say leads to insecurities. One final note, maybe kind of an uplifting note. Apparently there was a hero in all this. It was that Polish truck driver who was in the cab of the truck when that truck was hijacked by the terrorists. An autopsy overnight reveals a lot of things, damage, injuries to him. He put up a good fight. He was stabbed initially when the truck was hijacked, and then apparently he tried to stop the driver from doing this carnage here, tried to get the truck to move away from the people. Then he was killed, shot by the attacker. And one other breaking news, just saw in the last 5 minutes, Megan, German officials are now also, according to the Associated Press news service, issuing a 100,000 euro reward for any information leading to the capture of this Tunisian guy. Certainly the heat very much on here in this city, in this country, in this continent. Back to you.
Thank you. We'll continue getting updates on this story. Thank you, Greg.